us your school in 20 seconds.
20 seconds is quite quick. Imagine a school where you can be anything you want to be and you can have a go at everything, and where you know that everyone is rooting for you and that the teachers really care and that they see you and they want to know and help you find your strengths and your passions, and that if there's a problem there's somebody there who can help, and there's somebody there equally who's there on your shoulder cheering you along if there's something going well, and that we are aspirational for you, so we want you to do the very best you can and be the very best you can be, and that we will help you to be that very best version of yourself. That's the new beacon.
If you weren't a head teacher, what would you do?
If I wasn't a head teacher, I always wanted to be a Blue Peter presenter. So I don't know if you know that television programme, but the great thing about Blue Peter was there were lots of children involved, so I'd still get to work with children and animals sometimes. But I always used to love the fact that they would go on lots of different adventures and that they would do craft projects. So they'd be looking at the television cameras and talking away and creating things at the same time. And I always thought that looked like a lot of fun. So I think that would be my other career of choice.
If you could make one rule that everyone has to follow, what would it be?
It's a great question and it's a very easy one to answer. I think be kind. If be kind was a universal law, we'd be a very happy place.
Who is your hero?
My hero is probably my grandpa, actually, and my grandpa was a teacher. He was a maths teacher, but he was also a head teacher, and he was a very, very kind and patient. He was a lovely man. So I felt very lucky to be his granddaughter, but I also saw how much people in the local community, the people at his school, admired and respected him as well. So he was a very special person.
Do you play any musical instruments?
I do. I play the piano, but not as well as you do, Derek. And I play the flute and the cello, and I sing. And I probably don't play the flute and the cello as much as I used to, but I still play the piano a little bit at home, and I still love to sing, particularly at school in the assemblies in the morning.
What makes you happy?
My family, spending time with my family, with my husband and my boys, and as they're getting older that can get a little bit harder, so it's not always that we are sitting down playing board games together. Sometimes it's just time in the car on a journey, or if we go to the cinema together, if I go and watch them play a match and as they come off all muddy and dirty, but it's lovely to spend time with them.
What do your pupils think of you, and do you care?
I do care, actually, Alfie, because I think that all teachers are role models for the children in a school, and so I like to think that the boys would think that I was kind and caring, because that's how I would like the behaviours that I'd like them to emulate. But sometimes you have to make tougher decisions, so I like to think that they think that I was firm but fair as well, so that I would hear both sides to an issue but want what's best for them, and I think that's the most important thing, wanting what's best for them.
What are you most proud of?
I am definitely, it's not my achievement really, but I'm definitely most proud of my boys. My two sons are growing up to be fine young men, and as I said, they still leave muddy footprints and football boots by the back door, but I am very proud of them and everything they're achieving.
Which superpower would you most like to have, and why?
For a superpower, it would have to be the ability to be in lots of different places at once, in multiple places, so that I don't miss anything, because I'm very conscious that sometimes I'm in a classroom seeing boys have a wonderful lesson, but I'm missing something in another room, and I'd love to be able to be in lots of different places at once. So either the ability to clone myself, or to have something like Hermione Granger's time-turning device from Harry Potter, so that I could definitely be where I wanted to be all the time.
What is your favourite school event?
There are so many lovely school events here. I've really enjoyed the drama productions because we have our little theatre and I think they work really well in there. And I've seen now the first declamations, which is the big poetry competition. I really enjoyed that one too, but I think my favourite is probably the carol service, because I love Christmas and I love Christmas carols and I love the readings, and it's such a magical nighttime experience in the chapel with all the candles and the beautiful Christmas carols, so I think it's the carol service.